You again. What's happening? Thanks for coming to JPTV, believe it or don't. And we have another smashing video today. Yeah, another reaction video. And guess who? No one other than the great Jesse Lee Peterson. Guy is speaking a lot of truth. And I just hope that everyone has open ears to hear what he has to say. He was just on the show of Dr. Phil. Sure everyone knows about Dr. Phil. He was on there as a guest along with some other people and just talking about life and, people in general. Enjoy the video, and I'll get my little 2 cents at the end. So leave a comment to let me know what you really feel about this. No further ado, here we go along with the video. Please enjoy.
Elon Musk has been tweeting about the Earth's alleged underpopulation crisis. But should we be concerned? We've agreed that it's not birth rate that's causing any kind of climate change. It's not the driver, at least, that's for sure. You think it should be, people should qualify and be tested. You think people should be tested. You think we should just feed them and let them age out.
Voluntarily.
Yeah, right.
I mean, so as a society, we value freedom, and the reproductive choice is one of those freedoms. And I think the better approach is to try to educate people so that they're responsible when they have children and they can care for them. But I think having the government getting involved in anything like this, China's done that. It's a disaster over there.
I completely agree with you about reproductive freedom. I think that's the most important thing we need today. Hundreds of millions of couples are denied their right to not procreate. But you were mentioning
how's that?
Oh, go ahead.
How are they denied that right?
They do not have the contraceptive services, reproductive health services that they need. Those are not provided, and maybe people should supply their own, but they can't afford it because they're having more offspring that they can't feed.
Where's that?
Just about everywhere. Try to get a sterilization here in America when you haven't had kids and you're only 22.
That's true.
We're not allowing people to not breed.
See people like that all the time, and you can put an IUD in. A copper IUD is effective for 10 years. It's in.
Eight kids walking behind her. You think that she's being responsible? You think that she's really taking into consideration what she's supposed to do responsibly? You think that she's not on Section 8 housing? You don't think that we paying for her to house her kids, who's probably going to grow up and steal my wheels off my car?
I disagree with all this crap that I hear. I grew up with 6 brothers and 7 sisters at a time when, I grew up on a plantation in Alabama. And we grew up in a little hut house, bathroom outside. My family raised an amazing family, children. But what the difference was then than it is now is that before you had babies, you got married. So you have the father and the mother in the home. And while the father was out earning a living, the mother was watching over his children. And so you were able to raise decent children. We didn't have government in our lives at the time. And so we were able to do that. And in America, we were not allowed all these illegal aliens and refugees to come into our country. So our government were not taking care of folks from other parts of the world and the families in America. We took care of ourselves.
I think you've pretty much pissed off everybody. But you said there's not anything you've heard that you don't think is crap. So what do you think? You said what you don't think. What do you think?
I know that we need to restore the family. We need a smaller government because government don't make anything work. They screw you up. We need to stop taking care of women who are having these babies out of wedlock. We need to stop taking care of these women who are coming from other countries. We need to stop taking care of their babies. We need to take care of American families first by getting them away from the government and restoring order.
Okay, you're a pastor, right?
Yes.
And you're a radio host?
Yes.
Okay. And you said you believe white people should have more children?
We definitely need white babies. And I tremble at the idea that white babies, that the white group is going down in numbers, because if you lose white folks, America, it's over for America. Because if you notice, white people tend to be more innovative. They're more creative. They have ideas about things. All these other races don't do nothing but destroy. They don't build,
But
they
he's wrong.
destroy.
He's
I
wrong.
said you'd piss off everybody. I was wrong. Now you piss off everybody.
Well, what y'all think? Hey man, okay, I'm gonna put my little 2 cents in. Okay, let me go down the line. There's some points that I hear. Right, one guy was mentioning about the population dropping in white folks. Right, it's not because of no climate change and no shit like that. It's because of a lot of white people are identifying themselves with groups. You got groups that for killing your child anytime you want to in the womb and want to lead in the household now. You know, you have all these groups that people are identifying with and that are stopping white people from doing it. And also white people also thinking that they owe black people favors. They just gonna back off and let the blacks catch up with the population because they think it's um, the blacks are not getting treated fairly, which is bullshit. So the statement that he made about we need to have white babies, it's amazing to see the white people in the audience devastated. Like, oh my God, he is stepping up and saying something about us. And then they shaking his head. They shaking their head like this, like it's a mess. But he's speaking the truth. Live life. Don't worry about these words that are coming back to you when you're speaking up and speaking the truth that you're not racist and that you see what's wrong and you're speaking about it. It's just like the news. When they put the white people on here, they automatically say, oh, he's a MAGA supporter or he's a white supremacist. So they put that out there real quick, right? Or white people not standing up and saying nothing about the shit. When a black person do something, they don't even mention the color or anything. You have to find out and wait till it come out. Then they identify who the person was, right? They don't even mention it. They just say a man. When they say a man in the news, oh, he black. He black. My other point, the black family that he was discussing, right? Now, in the black family, that is correctly what he was talking about. Because as you can see in this graph, right? Back in the 1940s, see, the black is the purple. And non-white, well, you know what that is. So the blacks were in the 1940s, which you would say, wow, there's some rough times, right? They were lower than 20% as far as just having babies out of wedlock. As you can see down the line, we started coming up, 1960s, all right? In the 1960s, something happened. We started to increase the numbers of having babies out of wedlock. Now we're in the lead of it. And what does that do when you have babies out of wedlock? You have the mother in the house, and granted, she's doing all that she can. You have the mother in the house that's working and getting mad at her employees or her boss or something like that, then comes home and expresses that type of anger on the kids. And no father is there, so the kids just suck it up. And the mother has to relax, so she probably get her a drink of wine or something like that and chill out. But she don't have no time to put in for the kids. So that's why it's important that what he was saying about this family structure, man, woman, child. That order meant something. And back then they had that order. That order was a priority to have in the black family, right? But now it's not. So, quick video. Let me know what you think about Jesse Lee Peterson stepping out there and saying, hey, we need more white babies because you guys create, man, the Asians in the league. I don't know what it is about their traditions, but not all of them, neither. But most of them, the family structure, as far as breaking up, is love. Statistical. Out here in America, you see who's building what, and who's for destruction. You can see that. I guarantee there will be killing or drive-by or a baby accidentally shot tonight. I bet you it is. That happens, and it's all gonna come from the blacks. And you have to be honest about this. It's all gonna come from the blacks. So, hey man, let me know what you think about this video. Please, if you haven't subscribed, send a brother a subscription or something. It won't hurt one bit, okay? Just press the button, and thank you. Have an amazing day, night, whatever you have. JP TV. Believe it or don't, baby. Peace.